From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritz.
Began with a faintest stare.
Sessions from Studio A is a showcase. We record local and touring bands here in our region and bring the concerts to you wherever you're listening from. Eli Parker is a singer-songwriter from Rockford. His latest EP, Until the Last, was released earlier this year. Eli Parker joins us to play songs from that EP live in the studio with his band, and we'll also hear some solo acoustic songs as well. We'll talk about that latest EP and about his songwriting process. It's Eli Parker coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A. Our guest this week is Eli Parker, a singer-songwriter from Rockford. He blends his love for rock bands like The Strokes and Pearl Jam with an acoustic pop sensibility. We'll hear a little bit of both sides this hour as Eli Parker performs with his band and a few solo acoustic songs recorded live here in WNIJ's Studio A. We'll also talk with Eli Parker about his new EP, Until the Last, and about playing his first open mic show here in DeKalb just 2 years ago. First, let's get into the studio for their live recording with us. This is Eli Parker with Young Gun on Sessions from Studio A.
Trying to be the young gun, don't know where to run from. Felicity is unknown, it's to be alone now. It's a Monday morning, trying to break even. From a rising question, is he gonna lose it? She comes around, around. She comes around. Skew. Sounding conversations begging for attention. He's dressed in a North Face coat and he's drinking for the long ride home. Hides behind a curtain, saw him burning. Yeah, she comes around, around. She comes around, around. time on my feet. Gravity seems to pull me down. Now I'm in my hometown. Alarm rings at 8 a.m. I brush my teeth and shave my chin. As I rush down the stairs, I wonder if this nightmare will last another 40 years. Find this ticket and lead me. If I can just go, what I did, head out west to feel the breeze. I need to take a step away and say I do what love until my last time on my feet. I do what love until my last time on my feet. I do what love until my last time on my feet. Time on my feet.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Eli Parker playing live in the studio, joined by the band, and I'm here now with Eli Parker and everybody. Thanks so much for coming out to DeKalb and playing in Studio A today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
First, let's introduce the band. Can we go down the line? Introduce yourself and tell us what you're playing here in the band today.
I'm Eli Parker, lead vocals and guitar.
I'm Jack Green. I play the bass.
My name is Danny Pat, and I play drums.
Excellent. And Eli Parker, so you are from Rockford, is that correct?
Yes,
And did you grow up in Rockford?
I did. I grew up there my whole life, and kind of got into the music scene about 2 years ago. So
Yeah, you said in the studio your first gig was in DeKalb.
yes,
Just a few years ago?
yeah,
I was surprised when you said that too, because I would have assumed you've been playing for way longer with how good you sound. So I was surprised
Thank you,
the
yeah.
first gig was only a few years ago.
yeah. It was an open mic night,
Okay.
which is pretty cool. Yeah,
That's the perfect first gig.
Yeah,
The
for
cliche first gig that you gotta
right,
do.
exactly. Got to do a couple of those.
Before gigging out, were you just hiding away playing guitar?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about your background with music and how you got into this.
Yeah, so when I was young, I listened to a lot of Van Morrison and Jack Johnson. My parents always had that on, the TV or radio or whatever. And my first concert was actually Jack Johnson, which was pretty cool. I would always, play my toy guitar dancing around in the living room, and that's kind of how I started. And then as I got older, my grandpa introduced me to like Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Eric Clapton. And that's when I really shifted to something I really like to do. And I started playing guitar first. And and then I took at my high school, I took a guitar class my freshman year, which was really cool. They had that at school. So it was like an hour just like jamming guitars. Wow. So, and that's kind of what led in to songwriting. And I think I started songwriting around junior to senior year of high school. So
Yeah, it sounds like you have a wide range of music you like, and especially rock. You guys in the studio were kind of just warming up and messing around. I heard everything from like the Strokes to Rush,
right,
yeah, to Pearl Jam, I think, even. So that was. It sounds like you have a wide range of kind of stuff you guys like. What about the rest of you? You guys are not from Rockford. How did you all meet and get this band formed?
Yeah, so I'm from Bloomington, and I'm also Eli Parker's cousin. So
Okay.
I have known him for pretty much my entire life. And I got into music maybe just a little bit later than he did, but it was actually being able to play with him on whenever our families would meet up that really kicked off my musical drive. And so I have a lot to credit Eli for. So super blessed to be here with him.
Thanks, man. I love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
Yeah, I met Eli, 2 years ago, year and a half ago. I am a recording engineer in my day job, and I work at a studio in Chicago. And I get clients, and Eli walked in one day and was like, "Hey, man, I've got a bunch of songs," and he needed someone to drum for him. So I hopped on the drums during the sessions, and the rest is history. We've recorded pretty much everything that he's released together, mixed it, and that's how I learned.
Yeah, he's awesome. Go to Gravity Studios, record with Danny Pat.
Yeah,
Gravity Studios.
Gravity
it's called?
Studios. Yeah, it's
Excellent.
in Wicker Park, Chicago.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice having your recording engineer in the band
Yes.
with you, Eli.
Yeah, it's fun that I get to write the parts and then play live.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing.
I'm curious about that. I want to talk more about that in just a little bit here. But first, let's mention your new EP you just put out here,
Yes.
Eli. So Until the Last, it's called, and that was recorded at your studio,
Yes.
Danny. And
Yes.
let's tell us a little bit about that new E EP.
Yeah, so the title kind of comes from, I've always loved music strongly, and it's almost like kind of until the last song or until the last time. That's kind of what I wanted to go with that. And a lot of the songs relate to, I have a thing with connecting everything to like an emotional aspect of my life. And I think that's kind of why I chose that title and chose these songs that kind of told a story of like what I've been through when I was, 18 or what I went through a year ago, and kind of like piled these songs together and explain kind of how I was feeling,
So a lot of your writing is from personal
Yes,
experiences.
I think every song I've written and released is personal experiences, yeah.
Fake it, put on a show, strike a pose for ego. Make it a set a scene, integrate them, paint it. The blame goes on everyone else but you. You choose to refuse to redo. Take it away from me, leave you be, focus on your status in society. Oh, break it off, act off, still coughing on my name so easily. The blame goes on everyone else but you. You choose to refuse to redo. It punctured my heart right from the start. Questions rose like wood years of Jones. I slowly forget. It seems to stare. Goes on everyone else but you. You choose to refuse or redo. The blame goes on everyone else but you. You choose to refuse or redo. Yeah. saw me up in solitary means. Sadness begins, I'm not at peace. I can't live in a home that's not like mine in any way. You're so confined and you're still young, and I know that. Oh honey, how time stands still when all is right. Oh honey, so sew me up with you, 'cause I'm through. So sew me up with you, 'cause I'm through. So sew yourself and live a fantasy. Submit to a false reality. I still spot us 10 years down the line. Love was real, not defined. And you're still in a capsule frame. Oh honey, I lost another one. Oh honey, I'm through. Sew me up with you, 'cause I'm through. So sew me up. So sew me up.
Sew Me Up by Eli Parker, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. Thanks for joining us for the music tonight. You can check out behind-the-scenes video from Eli Parker's performance over on WNIJ.org along with this full session. Find his music on streaming services and more from Eli Parker on Instagram. And stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break here with more music and more from our talk with Eli Parker on Sessions from Studio A.
Began with a vacant stare, sitting in my wooden chair.
This is Sessions from Studio A with singer-songwriter Eli Parker from Rockford. He's joined for the live performance today by Jack Green on bass and Danny Patt on the drums. Danny Patt also is the recording engineer on all of Eli Parker's releases. We'll talk with them a little bit here about the recording process for their latest EP, Until the Last. But first, let's hear another one from them. A little bit of a folk influence on this one, So Long Evergreen. This is Eli Parker, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Vision gone to waste, an outcome that could never change. Riding shotgun next to me, driving into sympathy. I never envisioned this. I'm fast asleep in a deep dream. This picturing a reality that served you and me. So evergreen, oh, it seemed so. Questioned everything, further massive boundaries. I'm glancing in my rearview mirror, wondering if you're still ever I couldn't fix you, although I knew I wanted to. It's not my job to mend it. I risk my sanity. So, oh, it's in. So evergreen. Oh, it's in. Dancing. So evergreen. Oh, it's in. Dancing. So evergreen. So it's in. It's in. It sounds sincerely written in the words for you and me to hear. I won't forget evergreen. All your problems organized in a cabinet locked inside. What rules did they teach you? What phase did you bleed through? Decade goes by. So take it as a sign between you and I. I'm done with you spreading lies. You can't seem to untouch one-sided game. So take it as a sign to leave our past behind. To leave it all behind. You cover your ears to mute the pain. What superstition feeds you? Why anger isolates you? Always think you're right. So take it as a sign between you and I. I'm done with your short deadline. You can't seem to separate your life from mine. So take it as a sign to leave our past behind. What if I told you I chose not to share the details that had bored you? What if I told you our long last run is done? So take it as a sign between you and I. I'm done with you spreading lies. You can't seem to untouch one-sided game. So take it as a sign to leave our past behind. To leave it all behind, yeah. To leave it all behind, all behind, all behind. To leave it all behind.
So let's talk a little bit about the recording process of the album. I'm curious of how that works in the studio for you guys. Danny, give us some insight about the recording sessions for the new EP.
Yeah, I mean, working with Eli is super fun because he basically comes to me with cool riffs on guitar and vocals, and then we basically build out the song that way. Is So usually we'll, record demo guitar and vocals and then kind of record everything around that. So it's pretty much just like super collaborative between him and I. And while I'm playing drums, he's giving me feedback of like the parts that I'm writing. I'm kind of writing on the spot while I'm recording it, just whatever I feel. And his songs are cool like that, where I can kind of just hop on the kit and write something right away while I'm recording it. And then, after that comes just production stuff and mixing. Eli likes to be in it with me, which I appreciate. It's cool when an artist takes interest in like the mixing and the production side, and makes my job a lot easier because he tells me yes and no to things. So it's cool.
That is true.
Is that difficult to mix something that you're also playing on? Like, can you be hypercritical about the drumming sometimes?
Sometimes. Yes. The short answer is yes, but I prefer to play to the song, and this is Eli's music. It's obviously we're playing it in it as a band, but this is his stuff from the heart. So gotta respect that and kind of mold the song, even if I'm playing on it, toward that goal of this is an Eli Parker original, and it's important to keep that true throughout the recording process.
Well, great job on the recording, and
Thank you.
Sounds fantastic. People can find that EP on streaming services. Jack, I was curious too about adding the bass parts, because in the studio you mentioned that you've only just started playing with these guys.
Yeah, so Eli mainly writes the bass lines. I guess he bases them off of the guitar parts, and they're pretty good. Sometimes like he'll send me a bass line for a song, and I'll be like, whoa, this is actually like, this is way better than the stereotype of, oh, the guitarist wrote the bass line, Right. But like, I'm actually like proud to be playing these bass lines. Yeah. And sometimes I'll be able to kind of add my own little touch to them,
Yeah, and I think he does do that. I like how he adds, maybe like plays a riff in a different tempo, or he definitely kind of, grooves with it.
Brings less guitar energy and more bass energy
to
it.
So that EP's out now. You've also got a bunch of singles that are out streaming.
Yes.
Are there any plans for more recording coming up, or maybe
actually,
plans for a full album anytime? Tell us what's coming up.
So Sew Me Up, the one we played in the studio today, I recorded with Danny probably a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And that is coming out June 6th.
Oh, excellent.
So sweet, yeah. Great song, definitely reverbed the heck out of it, and it sounds amazing. I love it. Definitely has kind of an 80s, 90s vibe. So yeah, that will be out soon. For an album, yes, eventually. I think I just want to have some more experience playing live and kind of more life experiences too before I write a full album. I think that's a really big milestone, and I don't want to do that bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the debut album.
Yeah, that's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
I like what you said. You need some more experiences.
Yeah, definitely some more experience.
Things to write about.
Someone break his heart. So
Come on.
Yeah, isn't that like a Bob Dylan quote or something? Or you said it. The album took him 30 years to write or something because he had to live the experiences.
I love Bob Dylan, so yeah.
What do you do when autumn comes? Send a card away. What do you think when fictions fail and captivate? What do you do when ghosts appear every afternoon? What do you think when all is lost and Sunday is coming soon? You lay in wait for one of us to get. You bribe your way and hope for stay. No doctors anyway. Oh yeah. What do you find at 12 o'clock, frozen in your room? What do you think when alcohol is giving off a fume, draining out your innocence and driving you to high? What do you find when dead is high and death is left inside? You lay away for one of us to care. You bribe your way in hopeless day. No darkness anyway. Oh, we'll find a way. I heard them say, 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 oh.
Eli Parker with Darkness, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. That song is on his new EP, Until the Last, which you can find out on streaming services. Also follow Eli Parker for more info over on his Instagram, Eli Parker Music, and on Facebook. Stay tuned. We'll take a short break here and be right back with more music. It's Eli Parker this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Put on a show, strike a pose for ego.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. Our guest is Eli Parker, a singer-songwriter from Rockford, and we've been hearing him recorded live in Studio A this hour along with his band. We've got a few more coming up from him. He'll play some solo acoustic ones for us next. If you like what you're hearing too, you can also catch Eli Parker performing live in Rockford next week on Tuesday, the 17th. He's opening up for Hen House Prowlers at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens, and we'll be there recording that show too, so you can stop by and say hey. Find more about that and more info from Eli Parker on his social media. He's on Instagram at Eli Parker Music and on Facebook. Let's get back into the studio for another one from him. It's Eli Parker, recorded live this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Purple bags were under my eyes. I'm lost again. 25 is years away. I'm stressed for it. I scan into the crowd. It's no mistake. An anxious introvert, but I love to speak. Living with an hourglass, reaching out to make it last. Love is what I need. Love is what I need. Last months of senior year, I hid away. If I stood on a pedestal, would I feel the same? Open up to the ones I trust and God denied. I love how photographs, they stop the time. Living with an hourglass, reaching out to make it last. Love is what I need. Oh, I said love is what I need. 65 degrees, holding your hand. Oh, I'm begging, please. I'm looking through your swelling eyes, sense that I've lost. Movie nights, long drives, windows rolling down through a vast dark town. One decision left takes away my breath. Smile one last time to keep me satisfied. Alone at home in August, fall leaves are the last thing I want to see. Oh, no, oh, earbuds in a melodies. I kept my mouth shut, arrived at the orchard. Fumes tame thoughts. A year has passed, I feel at peace. For months I felt depressed. As I turn the corner, you're standing by yourself. Do I speak another word? Should I let it all out? One decision left takes away my breath. Smile one last time to keep me satisfied. Alone at home in August, fall leaves are the last thing I want to see.
So we talked about how you write from real experiences that happened to you. Tell us a little bit about that writing process.
So most of the time, I write the riff first on guitar, and it's always on acoustic guitar. So like, Young Gun started on acoustic guitar, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna change that to electric.
You know, I think in the studio you were like, I don't know if I want it acoustic, and I was like, dude, this sounds like sounds like a rock banger. Like you gotta go full electric. So yeah.
So actually, I think you're right. I think Danny actually made that choice or influenced it. And yeah, for the most part, when I have days off from work, or school, I definitely just grab my acoustic guitar, open a window, let the breeze come in, get into the mood, and then just kind of think about things that have happened or things that are gonna happen in the future, and I just kind of start with the riff and see how I'm feeling. And you can see that a lot of my songs are kind of different, like in the vibe, and I think that's probably how I was feeling that day,
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, and then I write the lyrics. I sometimes will finish a song in like a couple hours, and then there's sometimes where I finish a song in like a month. Like I have to take a month to write it. But I think most of the good ones happen quick, for sure. For sure.
So you have a show coming up actually next week. You are opening for Henhouse Prowlers at Anderson Japanese Gardens here in Rockford, and I'm excited because we're actually going to be there. We're recording Henhouse Prowlers also for that show, and you're going to be opening that up. People can come out and see you there at Anderson Japanese Gardens. Do you have any other shows coming up soon?
Yeah, actually, like a couple days before that show, we're going to Omaha, Nebraska. My guitarist Jack Dowsman and I, we play in a duo. and we're playing at the Baseball World Series. We did it last year. It's pretty crazy. There's like 2,000 people in front of you, maybe more.
Okay.
And you're definitely nervous walking onto that stage for sure. You're like, yeah, it's a wild experience.
Any other shows after that coming up for you this summer?
Man, I would have to look at my schedule.
That's okay. That leads me to another question then. Where's the best place people can go to find your dates and more info from you?
Yes, you can go to my Instagram is my main platform at Eli Parker _music. And then I'm on Facebook, Eli Parker. You can find me there. Or if you look Eli Parker Music, you can find me on Safari, Eli Parker Music. You can find me on all platforms and streaming services, and just look for songs like So Long Evergreen and Young Gun. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what about everyone else? Do you want to give us the plugs? I would love a shout out to the studio.
Yeah. If you ever need any recording, mixing, anything, audio, anything music, come to Gravity Studios in Wicker Park, Chicago. If you want to come, record some cool music, get connected. My Instagram is just my name, DannyPat _. Let's do some fun stuff.
Sweet. Yep. My band, Blind Baby, we're probably in the studio as you're hearing this, and maybe expect cool things soon. We are BBH1ME on Instagram.
Excellent. Blind Baby. I love that. Anything else we forgot to mention, or anything future plans you have coming up that you want to mention?
Just keep playing shows. Definitely want to do some shows with these guys in Chicago. We talked about that. So we'll probably rehearse some more, get some shows in Chicago, maybe have them out to Rockford for a couple shows. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you do a cool mix of you play with the band sometimes, but then you also play solo as well.
And then duo. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Eli Parker and everybody, thank you so much for coming out to
Thank
Studio
you.
A.
I appreciate it,
Thank you
Spencer.
again.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Cuddle by the fire on a cold winter night. December may be over, but the shivers still rattle my life. Oh, I felt the surface crumble below my feet, and I still remember the night doors closed on me. The night doors closed on me. I will forgive you in every way I possibly can, and I will love you till the end. Oh, I felt the surface crumble below my feet, and I still remember the night doors closed on me. The night doors closed on me. The night Look at me one more time, and this war with peace. If we cross paths again, I can't promise anything. Those red flags stick with me. But I know those sunsets don't end like they used to, yeah. And I know I've become a better man. Soulmates from the start, two broken hearts. I couldn't be your savior. It's not in my nature, but I know those stories don't seem to be truthful, and I know I've walked the path before. So how come it's miserable and my age? The future may be dim or going hiding. So look at me one more time. Look at me one more time. Oh, look at me one more time. Oh,
Eli Parker, Look at Me, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. You can check out behind-the-scenes video from that song and the rest of the performance over on WNIJ.org and on our YouTube channel. That one will close out our session for this week. Thanks so much to Eli Parker, along with Jack Green on bass and Danny Patz on the drums. And thanks so much to you for listening in along with us. You can find this full episode of Sessions from Studio A and many others over on our website as well. That's WNIJ.org under the Music tab. Find more from Eli Parker on social media. Follow him on Instagram at Eli Parker Music, and he's also on Facebook. You can find his music streaming everywhere. His new EP, Until the Last, is out, along with a new single, Sew Me Up, they just released. And catch him playing live at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens on Tuesday, June 17th, opening up for Hen House Prowlers. We'll be there recording that session too, so hopefully we will see you there. If you are a local artist and you'd like to be featured on our show, send us in a submission with some music over to sessions@niu.edu. We'd love to hear from you. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knopfsker. I'm Spencer Tritt. Thanks so much for joining me this week, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.